Welcome to my highlight reel and comp breakdown for the 2024 OSG Southeast Regional World's Strongest Man Qualifier. This was a really exciting show. I was really pumped about coming into this one. It was hard and heavy, had some great competition, and some challenging events. So we started the first day off with a log press. Now I'm an 80 kilo guy, that's 176 pounds. So 245 on a log, that's pretty hefty. I've only done this one single time for one rep in the past, so my log had been feeling pretty good in training, so I felt all right with this one, but I did know that Zach over here, as you can see, was really going to push the pace. So fortunately, because I was in the last heat, I knew my number. I had to get 4 to tie for second. John Corcoran came out with a really great, strong number, so just focused on one at a time, focused on one rep at a time, and was able to pace myself really, really well and get some awesome presses to secure a really, really good placing. I was really excited about this because my overhead in the past has cost me a lot of points, but I've really worked on it very hard over the last year and a half, and so now we're there, we're competitive, it gets me some points, and I think this really was major in helping me win the overall show. So we followed that up with the car deadlift. I am a pretty good deadlifter. This was more of a lighter rep out than I would have desired, but doesn't matter. You got to do what you got to do. Once again, great pace from my other competitors. It was very close at the top. John Corcoran came out with a blazing 18 reps. And let me tell you, this was quad heavy. When I walked out after this one, my legs were absolutely cooked. Was a little dead-legged, but, still got the W. Personally disappointed that I didn't push for a little more. Ended with 19. I think I could have gotten 20 or 21, but, it's okay. It's how it goes. Now we know for next time. So, went into the third event, tied for first. Really good, strong placing, and feeling good. But this was one where I really had to work hard because Zach is a very speedy athlete, and he's very good at these moving events. So, that's that. So you'll see even on here, not on this first one because the stream lagged, but Zach bobbled his first sandbag, so I had a little bit of an advantage that I tried to capitalize on. It just did not happen on this one, unfortunately. Zach caught up, partially because you'll see here I kind of bobbled the anchor yoke a little bit. I should have waited a second to let it stabilize and then go, but live and learn. We didn't get to touch it before going. So if I ever see that implement again, I know how to treat it. Now, I'm really happy with this performance, even though I came second, because I did pretty poorly at Strongman Nationals in Denver, and I bobbled some of my sandbag pickups, and that really cost me an overall event win. That cost me from being on the podium and potentially being the national champion. So I put in a lot of work on those sandbags and my carries, and they've improved quite a lot. I was able to do those pretty quick. It was just the anchor yoke that cost me. I lost that one by 0.3 seconds. And that stung a little bit, but it put me in a good mindset to have to step up for the pirate ship pull, which was the first event on day 2. Now I knew I had to just execute if I wanted to come back and take this overall victory, and it could not have gone any better. I had what I consider a near perfect performance on the pirate ship pole. It's one of my all-time favorite things I've ever done in strongman, and to come out and really go guns a-blazing with a perfect run was tremendous. It fired me up. It put me in first place with one event to go. Super exciting. So it came down to the stones as the last final event. John Corcoran again came out with 7, big mark to beat. Fortunately, because of my position and points, I just needed to tie Zach, who went before me, who got 5. I thought that I might have had 6, 7, 8 in there, but, game day conditions, it was real hot. My normal tacky application was a little thrown off because it was so hot. That's not an excuse, but that's just a lesson for next time that I will need some heat grade tacky. Maybe experiment with some different tape to get a little better grip on these things. I did feel pretty strong, but also my legs were pretty cooked from this. So I do get 5 reps, which secured me the victory. But, I really wanted 6 or 7. I got pretty dang close to 6 twice there. Probably could have extended a little more. That's okay. So overall, really happy with my performance. I was consistent across the board. I had a second, a first, a second, a first, and a second. So no lower than third all weekend. Ended up coming out on top with the victory. And against guys like Zach and John, like, I'm really stoked. It's an honor to be able to compete with some really amazing athletes. So I appreciate these guys pushing me. And this does secure me an invite to the 2024 World's Strongest Man Championships for the lightweight 80 kilo division, which will be held in Madison, Wisconsin this December. So ready to get back into training. Feeling great. Feeling pumped up. Thank you for watching, and have a championship day.